Shout out to 805.
Shout out to the 805, my backyard.
All right, guys, I'm going to go over it again because Brenda and Dubs weren't on, but we're going to have some topics of conversation that are going to come up on my magic little raffle wheel.
Oh, shit.
And then the way that we're going to respond, just so that to make sure we're not talking over each other and everyone gets to hear our perspectives, we're going to go counterclockwise. And then and if you see something in the chat that you want to address, go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? And then that way we keep the conversation going. So the first spin was a spin again. That's right, Alec. He's doing all of that. Fernie, my solar guy, we're gonna get it right now. And I like this one. I don't know if you guys could see it. Can't, but it says, how does a man show his love to a woman? Now, with that question, I'm just going to add this, that I don't want to hear what you think a woman wants to hear. I want to know how men show their love to a woman. If you've experienced it, if you're a woman and that meant true love to you, then that's also the perspective that I want to hear. You know what I mean? But from the men, I want to hear the men's side of that. I don't want to hear what you think a woman wants to hear. I want to know how men show their love to a woman.
How does a man show love to a woman? First of all, respect. If you don't have respect in a relationship, you don't have shit, right? So I give them the respect that I want, and I give them trust. If they say, hey, I'm gonna go out with the homegirls, do your thing, girl. You know what I mean? Go out, have enough respect for me to dress properly. You know, don't go out there like a motherfucker, because then I'm gonna treat you like one. So respect is key in a relationship, and I treat them to show them I love them. I protect them. I keep them laughing, and I keep everything new. You don't never let anything become stale in a relationship and stagnant. You keep it new. You surprise them. You keep fucking going. You say, "Hey, look at, I know I got an 11, but today's an 11 and a half. I don't know how it gained, but it gained, right?" So you got to keep them constantly in flux, meaning that you keep them off tilt, being that you always want to keep a relationship new. When I say new, I don't mean like, you know, you don't want them to expect the same old thing. Oh, he's going to come home from work. He's going to be tired. He's going to crash out. This is what he does. Nah, you surprise them, you know, like, hey, what are you thinking about? What do you want to do today? What's on your mind? That's always worked for me. Now I'm single, right? And the reason I'm single is because sometimes I don't always follow those rules, that's it, right? But I try for the most part. If it's a real woman that I'm really feeling, I'll try to do what I can for her. And I spend a lot of time just chilling. Now, spending time is good, but sometimes you'll get in each other's way if you're spending too much time. You got to know the right amount of time to spend. You got to let them have their free soul. You got to let them do what they do. Because if you try to dictate their program, it's a turn off. You know what I mean? So you got to really, you know what I mean? What's up, Chief Stan? Bro, you look good.
Okay,
Anyways, I'm just saying, that's my perspective on it. I'm single because sometimes I don't always follow those rules, that's it.
And it almost feels like it's like that toxic energy that you want to stay away from, right? That you know it's a red flag, like, I ain't ready for that. Nah, he ain't gonna be my next ex. I feel that.
That's where you're going wrong.
I want to know, Denise, I want to know where you're going with that.
My name is Jeff.
All right, what about you, Dubs? Thank you for being here first.
You know, for me, man, like, I'm buzzed. First of all, I'm buzzed as hell.
That's valid.
But for me, I try to make sure that my woman knows I'm not in front of her, I'm not behind her, but I'm by her side. Okay. And I like to do like anything my woman needs, I want to take care of. Anything that will make my woman feel confident in the relationship, I want to take care of. I'm old school, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want my woman's money should be to do her hair, to do her nails, shit like that. Everything else in her life, I want to take care of. You know what I mean? And even those things I want to take care of. But let me take care of the main things. Right. You know what I mean? Okay. And make sure that my woman feels loved. I think that's important.
Okay.
Run!
He's a motherfucker, guys. Stability and having that, especially with the partner, those are
Forest
great.
Park, hey, real quick, Peloco, Forest Park is nowhere near where Tiny's are at. but it tells me you've been researching where I lived in the past.
All right, mods. We're really what I'm looking for tonight, guys, is just to keep the extra stuff that doesn't belong on this channel. If it doesn't have to do with the topic, we need to get it out of here, because that's not what this is, and I don't want to be a part of anybody's drama. So let's keep. How many moderators
you got?
So
I gave out a
Peloco
bunch
is
of
basically
wrenches.
saying that he's following me.
Yeah, more
if
now.
you follow me, if you know where I'm
here,
at, show up, homeboy. You know what I mean? Like, let's not even play.
But even all of that, it has nothing to do with my page. She can literally go to your page and comment on one of your videos and do all that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
Kick rocks.
Let's not do that.
Get up out of here, homie. We don't need that.
Thank you, guys. And I you know what? I want to make sure that when you guys are here, you don't have to feel like you have to say anything. You know what I mean? Because that's not even this conversation. You know what I mean? Like if they were gonna be about it, they would do something different and not be on the internet clicking their fingers. So
man, you ain't said dude, that's the truth for real.
For real.
Right.
Run!
We had another conversation. I don't know if you were involved in it, guys, but so a good question is so what do you look for? Which would you prefer if you only had to choose one? I know I've asked it before, but let's see if there's people in the chats who haven't, and maybe you could reiterate how you feel about it. But what do you feel if you had to choose one? Which one would you choose? And you can only choose one. I do understand they go together, but that's not the question. If you only had to choose one in your partner, would you want love or respect?
Respect.
Love.
Respect. Brenda, just because your name is Love don't mean you gotta want love.
Because if you love someone, you're gonna respect them, I think.
Hopefully.
I said that.
Go ahead and need that respect first and foremost.
Yeah. But it goes hand in hand.
With respect comes love. If you respect, you can't love no one you don't respect. That's facts.
Yep.
Hey, you could think you're in love with them. You can be in lust with them. You can be on some other shit with them. But you can't, if you don't respect them enough, then you cannot really truly love them.
Okay.
Right.
And I got the Buddha piece. Benson. But I'm still.
Like me and Brenda, we're not love.
That boy, am I lying? Respect. Hey, if you don't respect me enough to rock with me the way we rock, because if I'm in a relationship, we rock a certain way. If we don't rock together like that off of respect, then you can't truly love me. And that's fact. Because I ain't going to give no one, even with a homeboy, a friend, let's just take this for an instance. We're going to put the female to the side. If I got a brother, camarada, a homeboy, I respect him because I got love for him. That's my boy. If I don't respect you, I ain't got no love for what you got going on. So love and respect goes hand in hand. You can't have love without respect, period.
Right.
You're going to love someone that can't respect them.
Brenda, we're not love though. We're love for sure.
If you had to choose one, you can only choose one.
Respect. I need respect. Love vale verga. I need respect. Love vale verga. I need respect.
Run!
What about you, Dubs?
He said everything I said too. Well, was going to say.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been all over the place. What was the question?
If you had to only choose one, which would you choose in your partner, a romantic partner, love or respect?
Respect. Love will come with that. You know what I'm saying? But respect me.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Well, in my opinion, not to disregard anybody else's. Cheers, Brenda. And Cheeks. Yeah, not to discredit anybody else's opinion. I just agree with that as well. Justin asked a really good question. How can you suppress jealousy, insecurity within a relationship? What do you guys think?
Go ahead.
Know what you bring to the table.
Know
what you bring to the table. You know what I mean?
That's a hard thing.
It is hard.
To reassure the woman that she's, your one and only, and you love her, and demonstrate it to her. Bring her flowers and call her on her little break, or stop by for her little lunch, or
lick on her a little bit.
Things like that. Go wash her car.
Look, here's my thing. Let me say this. It depends on your personality and the type of person you are. a jealous person is a jealous person. They're going to find reasons to display their jealousy, right? The way you overcome that stuff is by working on yourself. It has nothing to do with the person you're with. The person you're with, they might be true, real, but eventually over time, your jealousy is going to hinder what they got going on. They're going to get tired of it. So you got to work on yourself. If you know you're a jealous person in nature, jealous of everything, not just jealous of your woman per se, but jealous of the next man, what he's got. You know what I mean? Bang, bang. But just jealous, then you're going to take that out on your relationship, because it seems like the people that suffer the most are the people closest to you. In a relationship, that's going to be the closest person to you. So you're going to put a burden on them. The only way to work on it is work on it yourself. That's facts.
Yeah, because your insecurity, your jealousy could drive the girl away too itself.
Oh yeah.
They wouldn't even like him. They wouldn't even find that attractive, and then eventually they would move on from you.
They're gonna bone your homeboy, and you're gonna be all mad and shit. Then you're gonna be really jealous. You're gonna accuse her, and then she's gonna handle it.
Yeah, exactly. You should have confidence in yourself that she ain't gonna do that.
For sure.
Yeah. Real talk, Justin. I'm just giving you a game.
Yeah. What about you, Dubs?
What was it? I thought I answered it. I'm buzzed right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, you did. I'm sorry. I was just used to
No. Dubs, she's asking about jealousy. How do you stop from being jealous on a chick?
I even watched Jerry's card.
How do you stop from say it, Sacred? I fucked up.
So how would basically how could you stop yourself or handle jealousy in a relationship?
Are you seen him?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. So when I got out of prison, I was married. I married somebody while I was in prison, right? And everything I did, she was jealous, and I had to leave the relationship. That's toxic. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't trust me, so here's the thing with me, and this is something I always tell my lady, and I tell everybody in my life: judge me by what I do. Fuck what I say. What I do counts more. If I'm out there flirting with people, being with other people, then okay, then you got a reason to be a certain way with me. But when I'm home with you every fucking day, don't give me that bullshit. And that was a big reason why that marriage failed.
Right.
You know what I mean? That goes back to the respect level.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been in situations like that where I've had a partner and them not understanding necessarily because of whatever their past experiences have been with other partners, or like whatever their insecurities are, you know what I mean, that they have to deal with at the time. And because I'm a very friendly person, I make a lot of friends. I work in an environment where I'm surrounded by a lot of people. Every woman that works at my job gets hit on at least 5 times a day. So it takes a really strong man to be with somebody in my position. It's not saying that I'm super fucking fine or anything. It just happens. Mm-hmm. It's a numbers game at that point, right? So my dude, he had to see me getting, hit on by all these guys, and had to learn to trust that I'm going to do the right thing. Mm-hmm. And then little by little, that actually, the fear that he had because of those situations, because I'm gonna call it fear, it's an insecurity. It actually lessened over time. So now he don't even trip. You know what I mean? Now he's like, oh, I know my baby's got my back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She's not gonna be out of pocket. She's not gonna be disrespectful. She's gonna respect the relationship. Like I dress the way he wants me to dress. I changed my nail color because he didn't like the color that I had on my nails. That's the person that I'm focused on.
Run!
I think you're talking about like the push and pull aspect of it, right? Like a little bit of fear can also be motivating. A little bit of fear can be inspiring. I feel you.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
I got her, guys. What about you, Dubs?
I think that a little bit of jealousy is cool. Like, who wants to be with someone that doesn't give a fuck about you?
True, man.
That doesn't care. Like, oh, somebody's getting at you. Who cares? You know what I mean? Then it's like, what the fuck? What are you doing that you don't care? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but once it gets toxic, then it's like, no.
Yeah. And like Gunnar said, like if you were repeating yourself over and over again, like what's the point of that? You know what I mean? Someone's obviously not there to, resolve whatever issue there is and move forward. They're trying to like, I feel like sometimes women and men also compete in relationships because there's not like a structure involved. You know what I mean? Like, I'll handle this. This is what we'll do when this happens. Like, there's not a lot of that going on. Just a lot of lust and love.
Definitely. If it keeps becoming a repetitive thing in this world, I learned to just walk away, right? It's hard though. It's hard when you feel that you're like, because we all go through that phase where we first get someone, you tell them, oh, you already start planning everything you're going to do. We're going to be together forever. Come on, man. Keep it real. Tell yourself that's bullshit, right? The only way to be together forever is to work. It takes a lot of hard work for a relationship. It takes more hard work than getting up off your ass and going to work. I'm telling you, relationships are the hardest things to establish, a good relationship. If you constantly have problems in your relationship, then you have to look within yourself or her, because it's one of you guys that are making mistakes that's keeping this problem going. If it's you, then you know that you definitely ain't for her. And if it's her, then she definitely ain't for you. And so the best thing to do is just keep it pushing.
What about you, Jerry?
And when it's time to let it go, it's better to let it go soon, because rather than later, because it could get worse later. For both situations, for both people, for both parties.
Like the snowball as opposed to an avalanche, right? Like, get it when it's small as opposed to when you're going to lose everything.
Exactly, when it's small, exactly. Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah.
And then it becomes violent too. Like it can
it gets violent and it's
emotional violence, girl.
Especially jealousy, stuff like that,
Yeah, somebody had mentioned in the chat that they got I guess their girl got jealous because someone in the drive-through said like "have a nice day" or something. I'm like, what? Now that's just toxic.
That's toxic jealousy.
That's Christian Rock shit right there.
Right.
You should be allowed to be yourself, man. If you can't be yourself, then what the fuck is the relationship about? Straight up.
Especially if you know your girl. Especially if you know your girl is like cute or pretty or anything like that. You should already expect this. But saying good day or like something like that's like relax.
Like, that's just customer service.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they'll get fired being mean, right? So it's like,
right?
the fuck up out of here.
Oh, that's messed up, right? It does take two to make the world go round, and I think that like I said, when people don't have like a plan of attack for when things happen, that's when things go downhill. You know what I mean?